Alright, what is up, Seatsoids? Today, you already know by the amazing thumbnail that I haven't made yet. We are ranking the major teams and where they're going to end up. I have them ordered by stage first and then HLTV because it's a little bit, a legacy's in stage 1 and they're number 8. Or no, I ranked it by VRS, but whatever. So anyway, we are going to get started. In last place, I think it's got to be the Huns. Bart 4K, or as HLTV pronunciation calls him, Bartek. He's Mazinho's cousin, but he is not Mazinho, and I don't think that it's going to translate well. They've had some really awful showings in the international stage, just in general, and I don't think that that's going to be stopping here. Unfortunately, it's going to be Red Cannons as well, I think. They got rid of whatever the old guy was, and Cold Zera, and that's fine. I think they have a little bit better chance than the Huns. Should get like 1 or 2 wins, but I don't see them going anywhere. So those are going to be my 0-3 picks. My 1-3 picks. Honestly, I think FlyQuest are going to go 1-3. I just don't think that they have like really anything that they can offer. JKS hasn't even been good since he joined FlyQuest. I think he was probably better on Liquid against better teams, which is just a rough look to have. I think without Cypher, Fnatic are gonna choke. Honestly, they really gained a lot of ERS with Cypher, and then just cut him for seemingly no reason. So that's probably not gonna go over well. I can't see that happening. I think Paravision, M80. I think Nip. No, I think Flux are also gonna go out 1-3. That's it's Flux. I think Nip are gonna go out 2-3. So I'm gonna put them above. I don't think there's really gonna be any super big upsets. I think Rare Atom are gonna go out 2-3. I think Child King is gonna. And I was just watching actually the ESL season 50, whatever it was, championship. And their new Auburn Tiger looks good. I don't know how long he's been there, but I didn't recognize him. But other than that, I just don't think they have anything. And then Imperial, it's literally just Try. I've wanted Try to go to Liquid, and then he hasn't even been playing good very recently. So I don't even know if I want that anymore. But I just do not think that they have anything to cook with. I guess this is stage 2 now. It's gonna have Gamer Legion go out. I think MIBR are gonna leave 0-3. I was gonna have Gamer Legion leave 0-3, but they usually leave 2-3. So I think Paravision are fine. I guess Tyloo. Honestly, Tyloo, I can't remember what tournament they were in, but they had a really bad international showing recently. And they just are not looking good. And someone said a couple of these Chinese teams are looking to disband at some point soon, so I don't know if Tyloo is included in that. But it has not been a good look for them at all. 1-3. I'd say NRG. I just don't really think that they have much to work with. I really want to believe that they will, because, NA. But we already got NAF and Liege, and we got Passion USA, and we got M80, so I don't even think that they need Grace right now. Lin Vision has also been looking really bad internationally, so I think I'm gonna have to put them in 1-3 just because it's not looking great right now. And then maybe Paravision. They had a pretty dominant showing today, actually, but it was the play-in for ESL Pro League season 23 in Europe. They won 3-0. Jame was 50-7 or something. but it was against like a pretty much nobody team, and this is, I mean, already who would be left is kind of tough. 2-3 Gamer Legion. Obviously, they do not have it in them. Honestly, I think 3D Max is gonna go 2-3. They're not looking good after the IGL change, because I think Garmore said this in his video. Is Gravity's actually doing better since he became IGL? I think he's either positive or like 0.98 or something, and Maka's gotten worse. And Maka was like the op IGL to talk about besides Jame and Cadian back in the day. So it's just not a good look for them. Honestly, I think a lot of these teams are going to sneak by. I think Liquid's going to make it for sure. I mean, their roster's just looking so good, and I think that if they do not make it, I think if they don't make it to playoffs, this is Ultimate's last tournament as a Liquid player. And he does have that clutch factor. It's not been consistent, but he does have that. And then if this is his job on the line, then that says something. I mean, I'm a NAFer, and we saw NAF, lock in after he was getting pressured by the fans and by a little bit by the team. So I think Ultimate's going to have that. If not, then whatever. But he's got to do something. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Strawless here. No, I'll go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Strawless. They don't have it in them. I don't think. I feel like if they make it stage 3, they're gonna make it to playoffs, but I just don't think either of those are likely, because they're not a. They have some great players that are just not playing well and are kind of washed. So if they do lock in, it's going to be an insane lock in, and if they don't, which I expect, it's going to be whatever. Okay. Move these guys up. Stage 3 eliminations, these are going to be easy. Pain, 0-3. It's just so free for whoever's playing Pain. I mean, Liquid's probably going to find a way to lose to them somehow, but I cannot imagine Pain winning a match in stage 3 against, even if the Huns make it to stage 3 somehow, I can't imagine Pain beating them. I think Bait might go 0-3. They've been doing kind of the Paravision. They've been looking good in like local tournaments, and then they've had some decent results, I think, in like PGL or something internationally recently, but it's just not anything that's super concerning for any of the teams left, I don't think. It could surprise, but I don't think they're making it to playoffs at least, so I'm going to put them 0-3, but either way. 1-3, I'm going to have to say the Mongols. I think the Mongols can beat Bait and Pain, but I just don't think that they have really any juice left in them. I don't think Control is the right answer. I know someone from, I think, the Huns is expected to replace Control or from, can't remember what the other big Mongolian team is right now, but I believe Control is supposed to get replaced anyway soon, so it's kind of a dead roster, and I don't think it's a dead roster buff. Along with them, it pains me. It really pains me, but I'm going to have to say Passion UA. Grim is looking phenomenal, but no one else is, and he can't really win it for them. People are already probably going to argue with me having them go to stage 3, but I think they have that in them. They are Passion USA. Kavem is looking really bad. I don't really know why they kept him, especially because it is like 4/5 of the team. I think even Halzerk and JT were living in America, so I think it was 4 people that were from America that were, I think they all moved to the EU. I'm actually not entirely sure the dynamic. That could be completely false. But it's 4 players who've been playing together for I think over a year, even 60 or Nix, one of the two. I don't know. whoever it is not playing well right now. But yeah, I just don't think that they really have much gusto besides Grimm and sometimes Halzerg, and then sometimes JT randomly frags out. Along with them, I would have to say G2. They're just not looking good. They should be a really good team, and they're just not. They won Blast London, and then I think they missed the playoffs or something of an event recently, and I think that's going to happen again at the major. Could be wrong. I don't know. I think FaZe are going to narrowly miss playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I mean, I don't even know the schedule because I think it's like made up on the spot, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're the literal last game of the like 2-2 bracket and then they don't make it. That would not shock me at all. I do not think Aurora's going to make it. I don't even have to explain that one. We've all seen Aurora play. And then this is tough. So I want to keep M80 in here because M80 are better than, like, low-key better than most of these teams at their best, at M80's best. Honestly, I'm going to keep M80 in there. I think they're going to get some sort of buff going on. They're going to do something. I mean, you know, Lake likes to enrage Turkish fans, and maybe they can play Aurora in the 2-2 bracket and beat them. And then Lake can just like rage bait. Unfortunately, they are not making it at all to the finals. It's not happening. Trying to think who would play who. Spirit lost to FaZe recently in a quarterfinals, and I low-key don't think that they're gonna win another quarterfinals. I think they made it to the finals of an event recently, or won it. I don't think they won it. I don't know. But I just don't see them doing very well in this major. I think honestly Maus. No, I think Maus are gonna play like Falcons or something, and Falcons are gonna get out in the quarters. They're not gonna win this major. I think everyone knows that, but I think it's gonna be a pretty early exit. And then honestly, I think I'm going to have to put Legacy here. I think they'll probably play Furia or something, and Furia's going to beat them. I'm going to have to put, I mean, we're getting biased at this point. I'm going to put Mouse right here. I'm going to put Vitality right here. Getting a rematch of some thing that Liquid has been winning almost every time except for like their last showing against Furia. I think Furia is going to the finals. I think Liquid is beating them. And then Naf's going to get a major MVP, and then he's basically going to be like Twist and one of the undisputable champions of NA. So, I mean, I think most of this is pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. I'm sure most, or more likely all of you, agree with this ranking completely. If you don't, you can let me know, but you're probably going to get flamed in the comments, because I mean, this is mostly just common sense. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm sure this will be the popular opinion, but for some reason there's some sort of NAF doubting going on. I guess let me know. But anyway, that's about it. Bye bye boy.